Hello everyone. In this live stream, I'm gonna show you a game versus stockfish level 16 at different level. Let's get started. So today we are going to play a game versus lichess stockfish 16 level 4, and we got the black color today. So let's begin a game. Okay, so here stockfish computer open with pawn d4. So this is queen pawn opening. Now we have couple of options like knight f6 and Indian defense, pawn d5, and normal queen pawn opening. So let's go with pawn d5, normal pawn opening. Okay, so here computer played pawn c4. So computer is going for queen's gambit opening. So if we accept the pawn, then it will be queen's gambit accepted. This position, we are having couple of options. Pawn e6, pawn c6. Remember that you should not go with knight f. Let's play pawn c6, pawn e3. So here, computer white played this move, support the pawn on the center and also opening the bishop. So alright, so now it's our turn. Again, we have a couple of options. Let's say knight f6, pawn e6. So let's play pawn e6. So now the opening transform into Queen's Gambit decline Semi-Slav variation. So this is we generally called as a Slavic triangle. So knight c3, white played knight c3 here. Why? Because white is developing a piece and also controlling pairs on the center. Knight opposite knight. We played knight to f6. Why? So that we can counter control the pairs center. Knight f3. White played knight f3, getting the pieces in the game. And this knight is controlling pairs on the center. Okay. So as such, there is no problem. The only thing is one might go for knight e5. Okay. Now we have two options. Knight bd7, another is bishop d6. Now it's a bit confusing. Remember that your move must be logical. Whenever you are choosing your move, there has to be some logic. So let's go with bishop d6. Why? So we are creating space for the castling. Also, trying to control e5 square, queen c2. Okay, so here white played queen c2. Mainly, white wants to play pawn e4 next. Yep, this could be the reason. So after pawn e4, if you don't capture, then this pawn might come to e5 if would fall for a fall. So again, we have identified why white played queen c2 to control the center and planning to push the pawn on. Here we have two options, castling and knight bd7. These are two good moves. So we can also go with queen f, queen b6, but this is going to be a very bad move. Going to this 4. Let's avoid a queen move. So let's play knight bd7. So knight bd7 help us to control the center. And yeah, so let's go one move back. Knight bd7 help us to control the center, and it can also help us push the pawn in the future. So as we know, so white already played the move pawn c5. Now bishop and knight, they are properly controlling center squares e5. Now let's see how can we save our bishop. Yep, so even if you have any idea, then please share. So bishop e7 and bishop c7. These two are the key moves as of now, but we have to decide our move wisely. let's go with bishop c7 because it is still maintaining as control. The control. White played pawn h4. Why white played this move? Maybe to push the pawn or get the rook of the game. But still, this doesn't matter. This kind of moves, the opening parts are not good. Are not okay. So what else white is trying to do? Maybe knight five, but still we are safe. Right now, we are not in a trouble. Okay, so we have castling and queen seven. At present, we have these two. What else we can do here? Anyways, we can delay the castling. The reason is white is not attacking gas and white pieces are also quite inactive. So we can delay the castling move now. Oh yeah, we can think about pawn e5. So this is a good opportunity to break the center. So after pawn e5, yes, pawn capture. We could capture back with either piece, bishop or knight. Okay, so let's go with pawn e5. So let's see. Okay, pawn capture pawn. Here, white captured the pawn and our knight is in the. So we have two options here. We can capture with our knight and we can capture with our bishop. So this is a bit confusing. Again, whenever you are playing any move, you must have some logic behind it. So now we want to think what should we want in the game? Should we do you want like should we keep knight in the game or we should keep bishop in the game? So knight capture pawn, knight capture back, and bishop capture back. So in this case, we can keep the bishop in the game. While in the another case, bishop capture pawn, knight capture back, and knight capture knight. So in this case, if we capture with the bishop, we can keep knight in the game, and if we capture with the knight, we can keep the bishop. So let's see. Let's think what is better here. Yeah, we are also getting pawn on the c5, but we should not capture. Our knight is in the danger. So should we capture with knight or pawn? So what I'm feeling is that white will probably play castling on king side. So for that, if we have this dark square bishop, can help us a lot. That's why let's capture with the knight. Capture pawn. Knight d4. Okay. So computer played knight d4. So this knight attacking on our territory, but we have backup everywhere and we are quite safe. So nothing to worry about this knight d4 move. Now, what should we play? We have identified why white played this move. So we have castling. We can also develop a bishop, probably 4 or 6. What else we can do? Okay, we can also go with queen e7 to capture the pawn. But after queen e7, white might play pawn. I don't think this could really work. And anyways, there is a semi-open file, the e5. Yep, so probably let's play castling here because this will complete the opening part and we are already having two knights active, one bishop active. Once we get our rook in the game, it will be very good position for us. Pawn f4. Wow, this is a surprise. So it seems white is planning to play castling on queen side maybe because white is playing the king side pawn and now our knight is in the danger. So where else can we move? Knight e7 or knight g4. We have two options. Another option could be knight g6, but this can easily be kicked by pawn. So let's avoid knight g6. Okay, so D knight g4 looks better here because we are saving our knight and also attacking on the pawn. Rook b1. Okay, so white played rook b1. I don't think white stockfish level 4 played this move because the rook is doing nothing here, and even after pawn push, white won't get any immediate advantage. Okay, so now we have identified why opponent played this move. Now it's our turn what to play. So what are the options we have? Let's see. So we can play our bishop in the game. We can improve our queen. We can improve our rook. Maybe, yeah, our knight is already attacking on e3 square. So rook e8 should be fine. So now we are having two attackers. Okay, so white played bishop e2. So the bishop is attacking our knight. No problem, we are already having two backup, knight and bishop. But uh, when we played rook e8, the pawn was also pinned there. So that's why white played bishop e2 to unpin the pawn e3. So now, of course, if you capture with knight, then bishop could capture, and if you capture with rook, then bishop could capture. So if you capture with rook, definitely this won't be a good idea. So let's capture with our knight. Knight capture e3. So slowly, we have got our pieces in the opponent's area. We have also opened the rook file. Now, our knight on the third rank is already controlling castling on both the sides. So white played queen f4 move. Let's see where queen is attacking. So wherever the queen is attacking, we are fine. Like there is no real threat. White just saved the queen from the knight attack. Okay, so now what are the options we have? So one option could be knight capture pawn check, another could be bishop capture pawn, and we could also get a queen e7 to create this battery attacking on e5. So knight capture g2 check, king might go to f1, then there might not be any proper advantage. Okay, so let's capture with our bishop. So bishop is also getting activated. Okay, so here bishop captured our knight. Again, we have two options. Either we capture with our bishop or we capture with our. So, okay, if we capture with our rook, there is a possibility white could play castling on the king side. And if we capture with the bishop, then we can block the castling. Okay, so let's capture with our bishop. We are blocking the castling here. Okay, rook d1. White played computer level 4, stockfish 16 level 4 played rook d1. But why? Okay, so white brought this rook on the semi-open file and also supporting their knight. And what else we can do? Oh, this could be a checkmate. So somehow, if we get our queen to c7, this could be checkmate. So now let us plan how we can get our queen c7. So probably queen c7 is the only idea. So let's play queen 7, rook f1. Yeah, of course. So white played this move at the square, escape square for the king. Okay, so now what are the options we have here? Queen g3 check. Other option could be we can think about developing our bishops so our rooks will be connected. One option is queen g3. Queen g3, we are quite sure that king will go to d1. If king comes to f1, it will checkmate. After queen g3, king will go to d1. So let's avoid this because there is a possibility king escape and it will be difficult to catch the king. What else we think about knight g4? Yes, bishop capture. Then we can capture back with a bishop, and then both of our bishops will be attacking the. But yeah, again, we cannot be dependent on the opponent. Like after knight g4, white may not capture our knight. Let's else. Okay. Queen g3 check. King will definitely run away. So let's avoid this option. How about bishop g4? In case bishop g4, bishop capture bishop, then we can capture back with knight. And after bishop g4, what if opponent plays something like uh, 3, and then after king comes to 1, then we can sorry, then we can destroy the opponent's king lefty. Yeah, so yeah, bishop g4 might give a fool. Okay, so here white played knight b3. Why white played this move? To attack on this many squares. Yep, that's it. Oh, this is a surprise. Like white has opened the queen, and now there are two attackers. We have only one backup. So we have to be careful here. We have to be careful. There are two attackers on our light square bishop, and we have only one backup. So now let's think how we can save this bishop. Oh, there are so many options. One could be pawn h5, another could be queen g3 check. Then we can move our bishop back somewhere, or we can also capture the bishop here. But among this many options, it's quite confusing. Let's think one by one. What should we do here? So if we play pawn h5, then it can also help us to block this pawn and support the bishop. And if we capture the bishop, then opponent can capture back with knight. But the only thing is, our powerful bishop will be threatened. Wait a minute. Can we think about pawn d4? So pawn d4 can isolate the queen. Yeah, it is true that after pawn d4, there are two attackers. But for this pawn sacrifice, we could get the rook in the game. This is going to be a disaster for the white player. Okay, so let's play pawn d4. Yes, see, so we attack the knight, but still, computer level 4, stockfish 16, level 4, didn't save the knight, but moving the king away. So maybe white is thinking about the king's safety. Now, we are getting a free piece, but why? Why white is offering a free piece? Why white is giving a free piece? Oh, I think the reason could be pawn capture knight, then bishop capture bishop. Because if we capture with our knight, then queen can capture back. Okay, so that's why white is giving a free knight. Now, what else can we do here? So bishop capture bishop, but in that case, knight can capture back and we won't get the knight. That's true. Now queen g3, there is no meaning of queen g3 because bishop will thread the bishop here and then white can save knight here. So bishop g3 doesn't give any force move. What else? Okay, wait a minute. Can we think about getting our rook to d8? So rook d8 can help us to discover attack on the white king. But I think rather getting rook e to d8, let's get our rook on the corner square to d8. So we are getting both the rooks in the game. King c2. again, white is trying to running away and not saving the knight. So that means we are having a good position. So if we see properly, we have two bishops in the opponent's area. We have two rooks. Our knight is on the best square. We have center pawn that is in the opponent's territory. And also we have our queen active on this good diagonal. So at this position, still, if you capture the knight, bishop will capture. Once we capture back, then queen can capture back. So with this one option, another option could be bishop capture bishop, two, and this is the third option, pawn d3 check. But pawn d3, after pawn d3, bishop can easily capture, and if we capture back with the rook, then king can capture back. So this will be waste of pawn. This will be what else we can do here. At present, we can think about bishop f5 check, but again, after bishop f5, king could escape to d1, or the bishop can block the check. So I think bishop f5, we might lose the momentum we have achieved in the game. Yes, I think we should go with either pawn capture knight or bishop capture bishop. So let's see what we can do. So I am requesting viewers to please write your variation. If you have to any good variation than me, then please write. We can continue with that move also. Okay, so now we have to find some like what to play now. So bishop capture bishop or pawn capture knight. These two are the confusing. So again, let's try to break down the moves. So pawn capture knight, then even if bishop capture bishop, oh, then this can help us to create a fork. We can block this queen, and after the queen, we can easily capture this bishop. Okay, so pawn capture bishop, we have seen, and after bishop capture bishop, then knight could run away. Wait a minute, bishop capture bishop, knight capture back. That's a fork. Okay, so let's go with bishop capture bishop. So after knight capture, we can create a fork. Wait, what? White played queen capture a7. This is annoying. Like without any reason, queen captured a pawn, not thinking about anything. Now it's certain we have already captured the opponent bishop. So right now, if we don't save our bishop, we will lose our bishops. Let's save our bishop by removing the defend attacker. Let's capture the defender 9. Okay, so pawn capture back. Okay, so this pawn is attacking on these two classes. Never mind. Anyways, till now, two bishops and rook controlling most of the squares, and king has only these three options to run away. So once we block these three squares, game can be checkmated easily. Now, what else we can do? Okay, so these two diagonals are extremely powerful. In case we can get this diagonal, this then we can control most of the squares of the king. So for that, we need to get our queen to either d3, e4, f5. So what's the move? What we can do? Can we play our queen d7, creating a battery that can help us to attack the queen d3 check, or we can think about queen to 4, sorry, queen e5, or queen f4. That can also help us to get queen e5, queen f4. I think we should go with queen f4. After queen f4, we can think about queen f2 then this can help us to discover attack and also keeping this king on the last line, second rank. King cannot escape. So yeah, I think queen f4 should work here. Yeah, so here computer played king b2. Maybe king wants to escape and doesn't want to come along this check line. Okay, so we have to secure this square. Now rook d2 check. Oh, this is not possible because knight on b3 square can capture a rook. What else can we do? If we get our knight in the game, our rooks will be blocked. Again, this won't work. I think we can continue with our plan, queen f2, and this will create a discovered check to the king. Yep, so let's go with queen f2. Okay, let's see. Okay, so rook e1. White played rook e1 to attack the bishop, but we are already having backup of our queen. So to worry about. Now, yeah, I think we can still give discovered check. But where can we move our bishop? So if we move our bishop to f1, then it will be discovered check and we can get free rook. Okay. So after bishop f1, we are getting a rook here for sure. But rather than rook, can we get something else? I mean the king, because where else? Bishop d3, bishop c4, bishop to b5, bishop a6. We have all these options for our bishop. I think, wait, what? Bishop d3 can help us drastically because then this will cover other squares of the king and then king will be surrounded by most of our pieces. So yeah, rather going for rook, let's go with bishop d3 back to the king. King e1, and this is a really bad choice. It, I was expecting king to escape via f3. Yeah, but then without queen the queen. Yeah, this could be the reason computer played king f1. Okay. Now our queen is already attacking here. The king is almost virtual stalemate. King has no square to move except the king there. Once we get this check or queen check, this could be check. Yeah, for that we have easy. Rook e8 attacking on the queen. As the queen moves, you can checkmate the game. Queen f5. Okay, so here white played this move. The queen supported and not letting us to five. Okay, so capture queen. Again, we are threatening the same checkmate. Knight capture rook again. So like king is almost dead, and our aim is to checkmate the game. We need one back, and for that, either we move bishop, but no, knight will capture us. Better, yeah. Let's get our rook. Semi-open file. Checking. Okay, so here white played bishop capture, rook capture bishop. Okay, we are getting the bishop here. Here, we lost our bishop. We lost our bishop, and we are getting rook. So this trade is in our favor. But okay, let's capture the knight because we are still threatening a check. Okay, pawn f3. Yeah, but still it is rook capture pawn. Checkmate by bishop, rook, and queen. Wow, we have defeated the stockfish 16 level 4 as a black color in Queen's Gambit Semi-Slav variant. So that was a really good game. Good game. Okay, so now time to analyze the analysis. Okay, now computer analysis. Now let me try to show that what it is coming in. Okay, so it says we have played a game with 97% accuracy and only 18 base centipoint. This is really good performance. This is really good. Okay, let's see from the starting what was the opening part and right better. This was such fun opening. There, there wasn't a big problem. Yeah, this semi-Slav opening. Opening part was quite equal. Right, computer played all the as per the opening line, and we have also followed the opening line semi-Slav variation. This there were bishop. Yeah, this was bad move from the right for center break. Yep, that was the bad move. Right, that was a mistake. Then we improved our mind. Got rook the game, pawn, and captured. So now we had three active pieces, and we have created mate in two trap. Like queen g3, queen 2, and rook went to a1. Yeah, plan. So in the middle game, we are quite playing as per the computer lines, and this was quite encouraging. And yeah, it says that this is how we have checkmated the game. Okay, all right. So now, as per our time, our now it's time to analyze the one I'm doing and hoping now we'll go just dot. I hope you can see just dot screen. Now go for the review. Wow. So as per the test.com, we have played this at 92.7% accuracy, which is quite good. Too good. Let's see what .com analysis is saying. That was a variation. Okay. Then we kept developing our pieces, and yeah. So one thing is there. So we got the early advantage in opening part because we have developed our pieces rapidly and we focus on the opening fundamental. So that was the main reason. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. So we discussed during the analysis that we should keep the bishop that can help us to attack on the diagonal. Okay, then we improved the king safety. That was a mistake. The white started flank pawn attack from the king side without castling was very bad idea. They would have a knight, got our rook game, okay, taking the knight capture, okay, upon self queen, the queen c7 was threatening a checkmate. Okay, so, okay, one to stop the checkmate, offering a bishop exchange, discovered attack, bishop. So we have easily saved it with pawn d4. Yeah, so it was quite difficult to find pawn d4, especially for me. Would have found very bad. And then king d1, getting rook in the game to create a discovered attack on the king. Okay, king mode, capture the knight, sorry, capture the bishop. Okay, that was again 11th move. So we captured the knight as well. Then it was quite easy because the king was vulnerable and we had five active pieces attacking on the opponent. Then we delivered a beautiful checkmate. Third rook. Okay. So, wow. After the checkmate, it says we have played this game with a performance rating of 2100. Wow, this is good. This is good. Like these are the games gives us motivation to keep learning new ideas. So I still remember that 2 months back I was preparing semi-Slav variation and data that helped us this our today's first video. Yeah, always keep practicing, never lose hope, and always keep learning from whatever games you have played. Like today we played games versus level 4 and we have found that Semi-Slav is one of the main opening we could face in any game. So we did today. Okay, so now I am requesting viewers to ask your questions or write down in the comment box. We have done most of the parts today. We have played a game versus computer, then we had analysis on lichess, then we seen opening learnings. Fortunately, we didn't make any mistake there. Then we have done analysis on chess.com, master analysis. Now, question answer and any variation if you would like to discuss. Let's wait for a minute. So, in case you have any variation suggestion or you have any question, then please ask. We can discuss here. Okay, so it seems there's no questions from the audience. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining the live stream. I hope you would have learned something today, and keep, please try to improve your game. There is only one way. Keep practicing, keep improving, keep finding your mistakes and redefining it. And most important part is we must memorize it. Okay, so thank you everyone. See you in the next Sunday at the same time for the live stream. Keep watching, following the channel, like, share, subscribe. Thank you everyone.